Shealy with Fred Truman, Helmsman icon.
Fellow Toastmaster, honored guests, we're gathered here today to honor an icon, a Helmsman legacy, Fred Truman. Now, you might not know this about Fred. He has such a grand nature to him, a good humor, but he grew up kind of a rebel. Unlike Bill Clinton, did you inhale, Fred? But you can see he has the same piercing eyes, same square jaw. Actually, he had a beard back then, too. But he finally had to fit in with the rest of society, and he proved that he wanted to be an engineer. So, his parents said he had to take out the trash, so he developed a flow diagram to figure out how to take the trash out. He's already showing he knows how to work with the government. From there, Fred was a veteran. He used to polish the little symbols on the Model T Fords, you know, so they got him a job as a spy with the Kaiser. He was polishing the little pointy thing on the top of the guy's helmet. And he got all the secrets. He helped stop World War I. It's amazing. I'm amazed. Now, he started to become an engineer. He started a little flimsy. He worked on bridges. He was trying to get the full source of how to be an engineer, but it was coming along. From there, he started working on larger construction projects. You can see this bridge here. You know, it's missing a little bit, but it's close. It's close. From there, he started to become a great engineer, and he figured out how to do it. Now, he had a little pet project he always working on. The first dog in space. He used a space shuttle, and I don't think this ever got off the ground, but if you can see it here, it's one of Fred's first projects. Now Fred he works out all the time. And you might not know this, but, well, you do know, just look at him. He was a bodybuilder when he was younger. And I have a picture here of Fred when he was younger. And you can't take anything away from Jack LaLanne, because Jack LaLanne, 70 rowboats. He pulled 70 rowboats, 70 people. Fred, was that, how many blue whales did you pull? Did you tell me to say? But there he is. And from there, actually, we go over to BJ's a lot, and Fred, you know, we're bachelors over there, but Fred, he's got that charisma with women, and he takes away from the rest of us. He walks up to the women, they fall for him, fall asleep. Not one of those dreadful stories about racing Model Ts. Now, Fred did learn his Toastmaster skills. And how did you learn it, Fred? Well, you learned, like, remember Nixon, where he said, "I am not a crook"? Well, you figured you're a Boy Scout. But through table topics, you learned to tell a good lie. I think you taught Clinton when he said, "I did not touch that woman." And Reagan, you learned a lot from Reagan, too. He made $1 million a speech. And remember when Donald came up to you and he said, "Fred, help me. Help me make $1 million a speech." And as he asked you, he said, "Fred, please help me. I'm falling apart. And you said, "6 us? Donald, you're fired." But through his training, he became $1 million speech man. Now, one of Fred's hobbies, you might not know this, is road racing. And I followed him one day, and I caught him racing. And Fred, is there a motor in here? I was wondering, is your sponsor Firestone or Flintstone? But today, Fred is an icon. He's a Toastmaster. He's a legacy to all of us. And why? Because Fred is our Einstein. He chalks up Toastmasters, counters. He's the master of the filler word. He never says aw, almost never. But he's always learning. Fred, you're our Einstein. Thanks you for bringing all of your skills to our club. Thank you.